Welcome to Badminton Weekly with me, Jasmine Lim. We began this week's show with the High-Low Open 2024, where the Popov brothers Thomas Jr. and Christo took center stage in Saarbrücken. The Frenchmen were battling for the men's singles title and nearly made two final appearances on Sunday had they not lost to Rasmus Kjær and Fredrik Søgaard in the men's doubles semi-final. While only one Popov went home with the title, Chris Lengrich explains why their achievement is not an easy feat.
It's almost unheard of in regards to, you don't have many players who are, for me anyway, singles players. I believe both of the Popov brothers are singles players, but they're doing pretty well in men's doubles, and I think it just comes down to the fact they're good badminton players. I wouldn't describe them as doubles players as such, because I don't think they do enough doubles specific training, so the first three shots of the rally isn't quite the same as an organised doubles pair. I think the way they defend as well maybe isn't quite as organised, but it's incredible what they're doing because they train with their father in the south of France and they are building their own setup, which is, it is amazing. And you have two brothers in the final, and Thomas Senior Popov, like what he's achieved with his two sons is quite incredible. Moving over from Bulgaria to France, and badminton's in their blood. Also, their uncle was a good player, Nicky Popov, and it's almost unimaginable that you can actually perform at these two events because they are so different. Men's singles and men's doubles, yes, there are a very, very few sections that are similar, but most of it is different. The easiest way to describe it as different as a 100-meter sprinter and a 1500-meter runner. Yes, they're both running disciplines, but they're very, very different. And it is truly incredible what they're doing. I mean, I did actually see a clip of Victor Axelsen playing men's doubles recently, and I tell you what, if he enters men's doubles, people might be in trouble because he was looking good. So there are men's singles players out there that they are that good that they can perform in both events. If you look at how they've done in this tournament, you'd say, well, no, because essentially you've got a gold and a silver at a tournament, so whatever they've done is perfect. But I think when you look at the bigger picture, which is having to do that round after round after round and tournament after tournament after tournament, it's a lot of games and it is grueling. It takes a lot out of you. Now, I could be wrong, but I am fairly confident they do some doubles training, but not a lot. I would be fairly confident the vast majority of their training is men's singles, and they play men's doubles together because, well, they've got a partner each because they're brothers, so it works well, and they are just good players. Maybe as they start to achieve more and more success in singles, there is a greater chance they may then make the decision, okay, maybe we won't play men's doubles. Christo, he's still so young at 22 that there are times, and sometimes I do see his singles, he looks just a little bit tired. I mean, obviously this tournament is phenomenal and the final was quite one-sided. And the other interesting thing was in the final today, I did see Thomas have just a few issues maybe with his hip. It could be something that was building up. It could be anything, but playing those extra doubles games, for me, this is where I do think it just increases the possibility of the fatigue, the injuries. It's good because it gets you good at certain aspects of singles, like the mid-court game, the flat game, which obviously is more double specific, and that's something they're both very good at. But I do think over time in the next, maybe, especially the lead up to the next Olympics, possibly, when it's going to be so competitive between the two Popov brothers and possibly Alex Lanier, who's actually going to qualify, that maybe they will reduce the amount of men's doubles they play and maybe stop. I'm not too sure, but I think it's probably likely. It's so hard to say. Christo, he has so much potential. He's 22. He made the semi-final of the All England. He loves playing in Germany because he's won 2 Super 300s in Germany. You got Thomas, who he beat Victor Axelsen at the European Championships. He got a silver medal there. Both of them have so much potential. And Thomas is a bit older at 26, but he's still not old. For a European player, I do think they often progress slightly older than some of the Asian players, just the way I think Europeans mature can be a little bit later. And I think we still haven't seen the best of Tommy. I think he's just going to get better, and I think Christo is. And the big thing for me is it's such a bright future for the Popov family because I only see them getting better and better, and they're already at a good level.
Mia Blichfeldt rewrote history by becoming the first Danish player in 27 years to win a women's singles title at the High-Low Open. The Dane defeated Malvika Bansot comfortably on finals day to earn her first trophy in Saarbrücken, and was ecstatic when we caught up with her after the match.
I'm really happy. I didn't go into this tournament with so much confidence, but I definitely score a lot this week on that. I really aimed a high level, and I really feel like I played good this week. I played better and better each round. I gained a lot of confidence, and now I will just go back home, enjoy it, and keep working hard.
Blichfeldt maintained a high level throughout and did not drop a single game in the entire tournament. It was the combination of experience, confidence and an attacking playing style that saw the Dane triumph in Germany.
I was able to control the rallies, and I could see that she's getting a little tired in those rallies, so could get a commanding lead, maybe 2-3 points. But then she came back with her very strong game. Well, as we all know, she's a very tall athlete, so she's got a good reach and good strength in her smashes as well. And she's been on the tour for so many years, more than me, so she's got that experience. And but yeah, I got a lot to learn from the match, and looking forward to many such good performances in the future.
The Indian shuttler was not the only one eager to learn from the match. Blichfeldt also felt that she could pick up a skill or two directly from Bansod.
She's a really patient runner. She has some really good shots from the behind. She can play it really short in front of you, and that was really good. I also said to her after that she needs to teach me that, and she said that I need to teach her some smashes, so maybe we can swip.
As for her plans after winning a second World Tour title this year, the 27-year-old is looking forward to some downtime once the hectic badminton season ends.
Well, it's been many ups and downs, injuries, moving country, Olympics, many tournaments. So I'm looking forward to get back home to France after China and have a little bit more calm month.
In less than 5 months as a pair, Jess Popov and Emily Meglin have won 2 World Tour titles out of the 3 finals played. The Danes collected their first medal at the Yonex Canada Open, followed by the recent win at the Hilo Open. While their partnership is relatively new, Ashwini Punapa believes Toff and Meglin have what it takes to be a top mixed doubles pair in Denmark.
For me, I would say it's really impressive to see them doing well so fast. Of course, they do have experiences on the World Tour with different partners that they've played with. But coming together, I think sometimes when like a partnership clicks, it just clicks when you get together on your first tournament and you do really well. But again, with doubles in general, there's so many factors that come into play, and especially in countries where you have the option of like choosing your partner and whom to play with, and it's not like ordered that you have to play with someone and you're like made to train, and it's not something where you have an individual opinion. I would say that's where it gets tricky, because even if you're good, there are so many other factors that need to work together for the partnership to last. So it'll be good if the two of them play really well, because they combine well as a partnership, which is why they've reached like 3 finals. Of course, it's not easy, but given the way that they are playing and the way that they combine, I would say it's pretty impressed. They won their second World Tour final. I think as a partnership, they're pretty strong, with Toft using his height. Like, it's pretty unusual for me when I watch them play. Like, you'd think that someone with a lot of height would find it difficult to like be mobile on court, but he's pretty flexible and he can get around the court, and he's quite fast rushing into the net, and it's quite intimidating when you have a tall player, especially the guy rushing in at that speed. So I'd say that's pretty good for the partnership. Also, Malin is very steady and she does her job really well and covers the court as much as needed, and she does a good job of doing that, and they complement each other in that sense. But also at the same time, for me, what stands out as different is how Toft moves in when you least expect it, and he gets a couple of shots back in when you least expect it. While they do have like a conventional style where Malin moves in and he's mostly at the back, but also in between he rushes in. But I think their strongest part is that he's tall, and when he hits, it's really steep and it goes down. So it's like with the height, with the power and a really steep smash, it's pretty hard to defend. I'd say overall, it is very tricky for conventional, even top world mixed doubles players to like play them, because you don't know what to expect. But of course, it's still their first year, and when you have like a strong pair like this coming out in that first year, when a lot of pairs don't know what to expect and there's not too much out there, it can be pretty intimidating and pretty tricky. In terms of height, yes, they're similar to Fang and Huang, especially because of the height difference where the male player is so much taller than their female partners. But otherwise, their style is a bit different because I would say Fang and Huang have like an understanding where Huang moves in really well, where I'd say like Toff moves around a lot. Like, he moves and rushes into the net a lot. You'd expect him to just stay at the back and cover his partner, and his partner, Malin, does a great job of taking what needs to be taken and letting her partner take shots that she can't get to. But in between, you'd suddenly see him moving in at lightning speed when you least expect it, which is quite different from Huang and Huang, where we have like a conventional mixed double style with Huang being in front and Fang being at the back, which is quite different with this partnership. I would say like height-wise, they're pretty similar, but game style-wise, a bit different. Considering how they beat their number one pair from Denmark, Christensen and Loye, I would say that yes, definitely they do have it to be like Denmark's next top pair. But I've also seen that they've changed partners a lot. I'm not too sure why they've done that in the last couple of years, but especially with Malin, she's changed quite a few partners. So if they stick it out together, I'm sure we'd see like a really strong pair coming from Denmark with the two of them.
Jia Yifan had to be hospitalized with pneumonia about a month before the Olympics. However, the illness did not stop the 27-year-old from competing in Paris, and together with her partner Chen Xingchen, they beat the best players to win their elusive gold medal. Looking back at her incredible journey, Jia is grateful to have a partner like Chen by her side.
还是很不可思议，因为这3年中，我觉得一直是朝着金牌的这个目标去努力的，所以在每一天的训练中，我觉得回想起来，过程很辛苦，但是好像真正拿到金牌的那一刻，突然一下就觉得，又感觉会比之前更辛苦一点，因为我觉得太不容易了。对，因为我们两个这个3年当中确实经历了很多起起伏伏的这些故事吧。我说结束了吗？我说我觉得我像在做梦一样，我觉得很不可思议。我觉得是信任和包容，因为我们两个配合了也有10年的时间，就是我们当中有过很多次摩擦。我觉得因为伤病，然后让我们两个走得更贴近了一些，因为可能会在受伤和生病的时候，会给予对方更多的关心，就是对对方这种不离不弃，更多的包容，更多的信任。当然，就是很想他。因为配合了10年了嘛，就是突然感觉站到身边的不是他，其实要做很多之前没有做过的工作，所以因为我们配合的10年就是很默契了，就是分工也很明确，知道自己该打什么样的球，他也知道我会打什么样的球，他往哪里跑。但是跟新搭档一直在磨合的时候，就会出现各种各样的问题。我希望是可以跟他继续组合下去，但是每一个人的这个人生的选择都不太一样。就是如果有机会的话，我肯定还是可以希望和他继续打下去。目标的话是会参加年底的年终总决赛，在杭州。对，所以今后杭州之后怎么样，我们就交给明年再说。
Jia Yifan and Chen Xingchen will resume their partnership on December 11th for the HSBC BWF World Tour finals after qualifying for the event as Olympic champions, while Liu Xiangshu and Ta Ning are in pole position to make a second appearance in Hangzhou. With only 7 spots up for grabs and a maximum of 2 pairs per nation, Li Yijing and Luo Shimin look likely to miss out on the finals. That's it from us. The HSBC BWF World Tour returns to Asia once more for the remainder of the season, starting with the Korea Masters this week. Do join us again next week as we bring you the biggest stories to come out of the Super 300 event. In the meantime, you can stay up to date with the latest news by downloading our BWF app, Badminton for You. And as always, do let us know your thoughts, comments, and questions on our Facebook and YouTube pages. See you next week.